Namaskar. Today we'll study ovulating agents. Ovulating agents are the agents which cause ovulation. So ovulation is the process in which ovum is released. So to discuss this, let us discuss this diagram here. So here hypothalamus releases gonadotropin releasing hormone which acts on anterior pituitary. Now anterior pituitary releases two hormones, one is your follicle stimulating hormone and other is luteinizing hormone. Follicle stimulating hormone acts on the ovary, both of them act on ovary. So follicle stimulating hormone acts on ovary, and after the menstruation from day 6 there will be development of number of follicles because of action of FSH. Out of those follicles only one follicle matures and we call that Graafian follicle, and this Graafian follicle continues to secrete estrogen, and this Graafian follicle releases the ovum in the mid cycle. So in a 28-day cycle, on day 14 the ovum is released. After releasing the ovum, the Graafian follicle becomes corpus luteum. Now by the action of luteinizing hormone, this corpus luteum releases progesterone, and if this ovum is not fertilized by any sperm, then it will this corpus luteum will be converted to corpus albicans and there will be degeneration of the endometrium and menstruation will occur. So next menstrual cycle will start. But if this ovum is fertilized with a sperm, then this corpus luteum will continue to secrete progesterone. So estrogen and progesterone act on the reproductive tract and other tissues. So progesterone is secreted throughout your pregnancy. Now this ovum is required for your pregnancy. If ovum is released, then if sperm is present, then the sperm will fertilize with this ovum to form the zygote and pregnancy will start. So there are some female who lack ovulation. They cannot ovulate. They cannot release the ovum. So in that case, we have to give them ovulating agents. So there can be many causes of infertility in female, and one cause is lack of ovulation. So what we can give? We can give gonadotropin releasing hormone analog. We can give these gonadotropin analogs like analogs of FSH mainly, and then we can also use estrogen receptor antagonists. Okay. Before that, let us discuss when we use a combination of estrogen and progesterone as contraceptive. Why we use combination of estrogen and progesterone as contraceptive? Because when their level will be high, they will send negative impulses to your anterior pituitary. Suppose estrogen, so estrogen will act on estrogen receptor present in anterior pituitary so that there will be no release of your FSH and LH and there will be no ovulation. And estrogen receptor antagonist will competitively inhibit the actions of estrogen, so they will cause ovulation. So in three ways we can use the ovulating agents, and they are: one is your gonadotropins like your folitropin. So this is nothing but your recombinant follicle stimulating hormone. And we can also use human chorionic gonadotropin. We can also use human menopausal gonadotropin. Then gonadotropin releasing hormone analogs. Here analogs of gonadotropin releasing hormone also can be used. like we can call them as gonadorelins like buserelin, nafarelin, or we can use anti-estrogens or estrogen receptor antagonist, which will competitively inhibit the actions of estrogen. So the negative feedback mechanism of estrogen will be inhibited, and that will cause your ovulation. So clomiphene, cyclophenol, these are the anti-estrogens. All these drugs can be used as ovulating agent and can be used in treatment of infertility in female caused by lack of ovulation. Thank you.